Hi there, everybody. It's 11 o'clock and it's Stained Glass Sunday. Priscilla's just nipped out for a second, as she'll be back in a minute. This is the fused glass she's been working on, no stained glass. It's the little birdies that are on these are on the website at the moment. If you use the link in the bio, you can go and see them. These are the ones she's making up. They've got eyes on both sides of them and little wings on both sides. This is them in the process of being made, and this is all the elements for the Vitrograph that we made that she's using to make them. So you can see these on the website if you use the link. And she's going to be working on the mermaid this morning, and these are like little beads and things that she made on a previous fusing as any spare space that's on the. This is the size of the kiln shelf. She's got stuff in the kiln at the moment, so I can't show you the kiln shelf. But the sheet is the size of the kiln shelf, and any spare space and stuff, she'll put like little cut pieces of glass that are extra, and they form the little beads and everything, then get used to make eyes, wings. You can see these ones here. She's chopped in half and is using them to make feet. The other ones we had painted on those and fired them. And they're getting used to make the eyes, and the noses on these ones are from Vitrograph cane. The legs are Vitrograph cane. So that's what these are all about. And she's got all sorts of stuff that she's chopping up to use. There's the spirals we made, the twisty pieces, everything like that we used, that we made the other night. And there's another, so that's a paperweight that she's making. These are the Murini that I chopped up the other day from, that's frit that we had from before, but these are Murini pieces that we made the other day from cane that we had pulled. We did have 4 of them. There's the other ones that we made as well. Those ones came out like flowers and little, the way that we pulled them. So that's those ones. And then over here, these ones have got like little shamrocks in the centre of them. I don't know if it'll focus for me. They've got a little shamrock in the fused glass piece, and you get like 3 birds and the little 2 tinklers, and there's paperweights that she's made there as well. What? I was pointing it at the stuff and bringing it back over here.
This is the last time we're going to be doing Stained Glass Sunday from this area.
All right.
Because we're moving. Let's go do some stained glass. Would you turn the lights off in here, honey? Sorry about that. I had to run to the bathroom. But this is the last time we're going to be doing stained glass from this area. Because we're moving it. My chair's already back there. I'm going to use this on comfy chair today. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, grab a chair from the table, babe. This is stained glass. What you were just looking at with Morton is fused glass. But this is the stained glass. So the stained glass doesn't go together in a kiln. I cut it and then I solder it together. And this area is all moving back into the studio. So this is one last time. We're going to do it from here. Hello and welcome. I'm going to go over some things real quick with you. Stained glass, you can put together a solid window like this. I have done, you can do lamps like that. I have done the windows back over there. You can see at the tops. You can do pieces that are not solid as long as you do them correctly. You can do pieces that are 3-dimensional like this little moss garden that I have here. And some things that you want to do if you're doing stained glass is use a fan for ventilation. Good, it's charged. Get the fan. You don't want to you don't want to be breathing this stuff in. The soldering iron, I use a Hakko 601, and like this is a little golden snitch that I made that I might put in here because I have one that the wing had broken off of. Somebody was saying, are these strong? And they snapped it off. It's glass, it will break. You don't want to do that, but what can you do when you're out in public and there are people looking at your things? That sometimes happens. So this has a little piece of sea glass from Scotland dangling there. This one is for the tiki room window. So this one's going to be going in what I call it the blue moon window. So I have a moon here. I have another moon back here that I need to cut out as a circle. But this is art glass. It's very textured. So I'm going to cut this on my Taurus ring saw. So I'm going to pop you in here and we're going to get at it. Jax, thanks for following. I love mermaids. I have always loved mermaids. I lived in Scotland for 6 years and I really got into making stained glass mermaids when I was in Scotland. I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that I made and sold thousands of them. It has to be thousands, has to be. I did it for 5 years and I love making them. I would put a piece of Scottish sea glass in every mermaid that I made. Now I'm going to plug in my soldering iron because we're going to get it heated up and we're going to get right to this. I didn't get this window done. I really, really want to get this. Well, it's a window. It's sort of like it's going to be put in place, fixed in place, but it is like a see-through part because I want to let a lot of the light come in. So here on my base for my soldering iron, you see this sponge. The sponge, you need to make it wet. That's what you clean your soldering iron with. And these are all supplies you can get anywhere. I have a link to an Amazon storefront that we have on our website. You can go there and just look. You don't have to buy from there. You buy used stuff if you can. Get the best deal. Get the best deal. I'm into bargains. I don't like this chair because it doesn't move. Let me get myself situated because I got to be in a certain position for this. So I'm working on a wooden board. Our board is 2 foot by 2 foot. And it has a little edge to the side of it. When you're working on this, you don't want to just do this at your dining room table. You're using things that you should wear gloves with. And I don't know why this thing, I'm sorry, I got to twist this up. Far, far, far up. And then twist it down again. All of my phone holders seem to be going weird just now. There you go. So you want to put gloves on. I have an apron on. This is, this that we're going to use, the solder. It's 60-40 blend. 40% of this is lead. You don't want to be touching this with your hands. Wear gloves. My pet peeve is when I see people on here using this stuff and not using gloves. If you have a little nick, on your hand, that's a heavy metal. You don't want that coming into your body. So the first thing, and we're going to get right to soldering because that's the only way I'm going to get this piece done. Is to do it because it's been a long time. Been a long time. I have 2 pieces here from last week. And we're leaving for Florida, so I'm not going to be here doing this again for a couple of weeks. And I would love to get this installed before I left. I think last week I figured out I wanted that one here. I think. And wanted this one here. There, like this. So these have been copper foiled. These have already been copper foiled. So we have our gloves on for super safety. Wear gloves. This stuff is 500 degrees. You'll get burnt on your hand, and while you're using these chemicals and such, the last thing you want to do is get a burn that you have solder in. I learned how to do this in Scotland. They pronounce the L in solder. They don't say the other way. The other way is a swear word over there. And these things come in pound sections. These things are anywhere from $20 to $25 for one of these. Once I clean my tip, I like to put some clean solder back on it. Let it sit there while I'm doing my next part. And I'm gonna move my cord back so I don't keep bumping you. And Morton's coming out to read. Morton. He's probably making a cup of coffee. We're gonna put flux in here. Flux is something you've got to use when you're soldering. It cleans and prepares the copper for the solder to stick to it. You gotta use it. Gotta use it. You cannot solder without it. Flux comes in many different ways. This is liquid, but you can get it in a paste. You can get it in a pen. You can get it in a lot of different ways. And this stuff is a harmful, harsh thing too. So you wanna, and I didn't clean my brush out the last time, so my brush got swollen and hard from the flux. I've probably ruined it because I was a ding dong and didn't clean it off. You want to clean this stuff off. And I can't illustrate how important it is, the wearing of gloves. If you go and do a workshop and your instructor doesn't give you gloves to put on, please take your own gloves. I would hate to see you get a burn or get cut because glass is sharp. So this I had put copper foil to. This method is called Tiffany style. And a lot of people will say, like, I have a Tiffany lamp, I have a Tiffany window. It's a style and developed by Louis Comfort Tiffany, developed in his workshop. And this brush is so, it's just so congealed now. There we go. I gotta wash it out today after. The flux is harsh, and the flux is eating away at my little silver part on my paintbrush now. Put the flux on there, set this out of our way, and then I'm gonna take the soldering iron, heat this, and I always recommend don't hold your piece up. It will get red hot. You will burn your fingers, even with gloves on. And we're going to melt this, and we're going to go right around. Let me put my fan on so it blows the fumes away. I'd take my glove off to do that. You don't want to breathe this stuff in. We're in a very well ventilated big church, and bless you, babe. You can see now the air is blowing it away from us. That's what we want. I put it on low. I'm going to put it on a higher setting. There we go. I don't want to breathe it. And I don't want you breathing it either. And good morning. Happy Stained Glass Sunday. How are you? What you up to today? I want to get this window piece done. I want to get this window piece done. I want to get it installed before we go to Florida. So I'm doing every little bit here. And then I'm going to flip this over. This is the side that's going to show. So this is going to be the back side. Let me go over this one more time. Just make it neat. And this, I keep mine set at about 550 degrees. And it's a Heiko FX 601 is what I use. So we're going to flux this side. Morton's going to come here eventually and read comments, I hope. I don't know. What are you up to, babe? I'm sitting on the chair that was here. Purple chairs in the studio. This is our last... No, honey. This is our last time doing Stained Glass Sunday from this spot in the church. It's moving back into the studio, and right where we're sitting is going to be the snuggle nest. I can't wait. I cannot wait for the snuggle nest to be here.
You see Teresa's message, it would be good to see you seeing stained glass.
Oh, hello. I haven't, honey, I haven't been able to read the messages.
And they're saying the studio sign turned out good.
Thanks. The studio is really getting revamped. We have a full house of workshops. We're sold out for workshops in April. And I just want people to be blown away when they come in.
Cleaning and organizing, so it should Teresa has saved
Awesome. When in April, when our workshop people start coming in, I just want them to be very impressed with how organized it is and how convenient everything is. And it's good. It's really good motivation for us to get stuff done that we've been wanting to do. So here I'm going to take this piece and put this on here. So these two places here, turn you up so you can see. We're going to put these together here. I got to put flux on this. This is kind of semi-fresh, so it'll go on nicely. And I'm putting this on rather heavy. Right here. Eventually I will turn this over and tack the back side of this too. But babe, I really want to finish this. I really, really want to get this finished. I feel like I've been working on this mermaid my whole life now. It's been a minute. So this, let's see what the back side looks like. Well, the back side's pretty too. The back side's actually the side that shows, or that you should do stuff on, but I like this side. So I think I'm gonna, let's see how that goes in there. That fits in there pretty nice though. Yeah, we'll do it like this. We'll put it in like that. Okay, so I'm gonna put my flux on here, solder this side. And if anybody has any questions, please ask. Please ask. I highly encourage you to take a stained glass workshop. Stained glass is so easy and so fun. Absolutely everybody can do it. I have taught this to kids, like young adult kids, like probably 10, 11 and up. Seniors everybody can do this. Stained glass work is the glass does all the hard work. It's one of the easiest crafts in the world, and people get intimidated by it, and I'm not sure why. In stained glass, you can find lots of it. People don't know what to do with it. They get into it. They decide they don't want to do it. And there's a lot. You can always find stained glass for sale cheap. And then you use your extra little bitty bits to make stained glass mosaics, which we do Mosaic Mondays. Tomorrow night for Mosaic Monday, I'm going to show you something to mosaic with other than stained glass, and you're going to lose your mind. You're going to love it. And as with all of our lives where I'm actually teaching you something, they'll go up on our YouTube channel forever and ever. So make sure that you're on there. Found it difficult. How old was she was she grown up when she tried? I don't think she had the right instructor. I think that everything is just steps. Step number 1, cut the glass. Step number 2, if you're not good at cutting glass, seriously, just cut it as it will and put together cool random shapes.
It could be like me though.
Don't be married to a pattern.
It could be like me when it comes to the soldering. I've not got the patience because I end up with lumps. Okay, that's a good point, Morton. The trick to soldering is just keep it moving. Do you see how fast I'm going here? You just keep it moving, and people take solder. We do this with a lot of things in our lives. We make them way more difficult than they are. The cutting, especially if you're doing shapes and you've got a ring saw and stuff like that, the cutting and the nibbling is easy, grinding and copper foiling, but when I'm putting it together, I used to get really angry with myself when the solder wouldn't come out smooth.
Wait, what have you been putting together? One piece?
I tried it over in Scotland. when we
One
had the
piece.
dollar.
You tried one piece, babe.
Tried a couple of times and never did it again because I got annoyed with myself.
Okay, so that's a really good point, and thank you for saying that. The soldering.
I gave up very easily.
Okay, challenge accepted. When we move this into the new spot, babe, I am going to challenge you to make a stained glass something for in one of our windows here. Because I know you can do it. I know you can do it.
Chainsaws, I understand, but it's like annoying me.
Go quick, and then don't linger. And if you want to do specialty soldering and you want to make it perfect, you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna go crazy. That all comes with practice. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put it in here, and we're gonna have 1, 2, 3 points of contact to hold this piece.
The stained glass.
Stained glass is so fun, and please don't be intimidated by it. I have taught hundreds of people in person. I have taught thousands of people online, and I have only ever had one person who couldn't do it, and that's because they just kept picking this up by this part. And I flagged them and said, "You're done," because they couldn't understand. They couldn't understand to not touch that part. It's 550 degrees. It's hotter than any curling iron you'll ever grab a hold of. But it's very relaxing. It's really satisfying. And you're making a piece that, like I have worked on and repaired stained glass windows in Scotland that were 800 years old. That glass is just going to be around. I'm putting this the whole way down here just to make this look uniform. I might put a seashell here too. So I'm going to take this and put it up here. Babe, I think we got to just finish this window today. I think I just got to say this is finished and we put it up. I want a new project on this when we go in to the studio with this. I don't want to carry this in here. Okay, so I'm going to smooth. I might do some decorative soldering, which is just drop some blops. Dropping blops is a cool thing because this is supposed to look like coral. You can do decorative soldering where you stamp things. Now I'm just going to look here for anything that I want to pretty up. We're going to pretty that up.
All Anne says, "Hey, my friend, I'm just seeing the little birds. I need some for
Hello.
my windows."
Yep, they're on the website. Little birdies are on the website. Okay, I think this piece is done. And I had one extra piece of wave here, but I'm going to use that to put my moon on and make another piece that's like a companion piece for this.
Thanks for
So,
the heart and everything.
I want to show you, what time is it, honey? Do I got time?
25 past 11.
Okay, I got time to do. We'll do this one. We'll copper foil this piece. So this piece I had cut. We'll take the copper foil. I'm going to use my thicker copper foil that I have here. The copper foil comes in all sorts of widths, and that's the only thing that you'll see me take my gloves off for. I take my gloves off to copper foil. Don't touch the copper. Center this, pinch it over. Center, pinch. And then repeat that. And this is a curvy piece. What I like to do with the curvy piece is just go, 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and push it down. It's like sticky tape on the back, and it's very thin copper foil. This is what gets your glass pieces to stay together once you put solder on it. That's the end of that one.
With stained glass, Pippi, there isn't a type. It's any colour you want. It comes in the sheet glass.
Yeah, this is an iridescent. So now that's that foil ended. Oh, So I'm gonna, and you can see here, here's just some plain glass that I copper foiled. I like to make little terrariums out of these. I'm getting ready to make some little terrarium shelves back in the studio that are so cute. And I'm gonna put moss in them. I'm gonna have little mossy terrariums back in the studio. Moss helps purify air. Like I'd have to have the whole church filled with moss to do anything, but moss also just makes me happy. So more copper foil. I just put that piece over the piece that had ended. Try to match it up there so it'll look pretty. Copper foiling is, Morton and I used to do this while watching TV at night in Scotland. We would copper foil mermaid tails, mermaid arms, mermaid faces.
Yeah, moss is magical, Sheila.
Moss is so good. Oh, I love it. I love it. I want to build a little hobbit summer house that I have a moss roof and I have moss interior walls in. I got to make that happen.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Last night, Paula Ann got tornadoes and then snow at 3
Oh, we got crazy winds here. I hope you're all good, Paula Ann. This is called burnishing, and it's just rubbing. This is step number 1 is cut it. Step number 2 is tape it. Step number 3 is burnish it. Step number 4 is solder it. Step number 5 is patina it. Step number 6 is clean it. Step number 7 is hang it up. 7 steps. 7 steps in stained glass making.
Okay, it's a neat iridescent glass, that, Sheila.
Yeah, this one is really pretty. So burnish it, rub it down really good on both sides. You don't want to touch the sticky stuff with your fingers.
And it's important before you do the copper foiling that your glass is clean and dry. Any greasy residue or anything on it, dust, everything's been removed because the copper foil has got to stick really well.
Well, he says that as long as it's not horribly dirty. Like, I don't clean my pieces before I do this. I'm going to clean them at the end.
Yeah, the glass.
You can
clean.
feel if it's not sticky. If it's not clean.
Surface,
yeah.
The copper foil won't stick and it'll peel away.
Yeah, but like here's a Sharpie marker. I don't care about that. That'll wash off. Okay, so this piece I'm gonna put to come up here because I want this to feel very 3D. So this is the very last piece for this one. The very last piece that we're doing for this one.
The burnisher has been well worn away because it's like 20 years old.
Yeah, that burnisher is one of the first things I bought for stained glass making. We're gonna flux this.
It's been like one of those chef's knives that you see when the chef shows you a new one next to his 20-year-old one and it's like half the size.
From the sharpening. So burnish, or flux, 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 flux. And this and all of my other lives with stained glass are up on our YouTube channel for always. I'm going to do the back first.
Thanks for the gifts, everyone.
Do the back first. Get more of this off. Now, this stuff is spendy, but I just saw a thing on Facebook Marketplace, and it was down in York, Pennsylvania. It was like it would have been worth us driving down and buying it just for this. They had 12 rolls of this. They had glass. They had all kinds of glass equipment, everything for $250. And you can find used deals for this stuff everywhere. And this is something I highly encourage you to give it a try. And just
one roll of that's normally $25.
Yeah. Just watch how quick I'm going here. And there's a million different ways to do this. I like to keep my little stick of solder right here by what I'm doing. I want it up on the edge, but I want it to run over the side too. Then I'll just see that little piece of copper that it's not staying at. It's because it needs more of that.
There are
then it
fumes
stays.
from the flux. You should always do
Yeah.
in a well-ventilated room. And Priscilla has a small fan sitting next to her, blowing the fumes away from
Yeah.
her.
Blow the fumes away. So this, I'm going to keep it off of my together piece. Do both sides of it. This isn't how you put a normal window together. A normal window, you piece it all out and then solder everything in place in situ, but not with this. This is like a peekaboo window.
Dog Mom says, I have many tools for burnishing and find that cork works well for me, but I love yours.
Cork? I've never heard cork.
Yeah, I thought cork would have been
I
too
thought
soft.
cork would crumble.
Yeah.
That's wild. It has to be a hardened cork.
Yeah. I don't know what wood that one's made of. It was a specific tool.
Oh, maybe it's the wood of cork and not bark from cork.
Yeah.
That's wild. Okay, so here I'm going to take this one. Where do we put that? Here. I'm going to put this one coming up this way. And that'll hide this little end piece and give some dimension back in there. I want this to be on an angle because I want people to see that iridescence to here. So everywhere it's going to go, I'm going to flux, flux, flux. Flux like there's no tomorrow. And then I'm going to hold it and put it in place. Just tack it right down.
Vicky says, hi Priscilla and Morton. Hope you're both
Hello.
well.
We
Yeah,
are doing
Thanks,
good.
Vicky.
We're doing real good. So everywhere where there's a joint of the
Thanks for the roses. Thanks
the
everyone
foil
for the gift.
touching foil, I'm gonna solder it there so it stays. This is for the tiki room. This is a mermaid in seaweed. And I had thought about, I was going to put right here, I was going to put another little, what's the word, babe?
Mel's hanging out while making dinner.
What was I going to put here? I was going to put another little,
Vicky was
little
asking what
shiny
you were making.
things.
Was that what you were answering?
well, it's a mermaid that's going to hang in the window, and it's done. She is done. So we're going to turn this off. I'm going to unplug my soldering iron. I love to put this where I can see it. Now let me set you up here. We're gonna be moving into the new studio with the stained glass area. Today is the last day from here. So I'm gonna take my flux, my leftover flux, I'm gonna pour it back in here. It'll evaporate, and it gets like a crystally effect to it when it evaporates. I'm gonna take water, and this sponge has water in it.
Flux cleans any of the oxidation and everything off the copper and allows the lead solder to bond better to the copper.
So I'm gonna get the flux off of there and then wipe it with this. But last week I forgot to do this, and it has started to oxidize this brush, which is bad. It will eat up your metal. Don't let flux touch your metal and stay there. You gotta clean it off. So now I'm gonna push everything back out of my way that I don't wanna be in my way. And I'm gonna take my black patina. And this stuff, I love it. Absolutely love it. Patina is so cool. You're gonna love this effect. We're gonna set a cap full of this here. We are gonna keep our gloves on keep your gloves on for this, because this is a harsh thing too. We're going to use the flux brush, and we're going to paint this.
It also stains your
And
fingers as well, doesn't
I've never had it stain my finger.
it? I thought it was black.
I've never had it stain my fingers. But it turns this from silver to black. This is what happens with age and time. So this is sort of like making that process happen quicker. Let's move that out of the way. So see how quick it just... I love how patina looks. It gives it age instantly. Makes it look like it's not all shiny and new. I want this to be an old mermaid window. Maybe from out of a shipwrecked galleon. Come on, move. There we go. It was stuck. So we're just going on here. I had patinaed one thing with copper. One part of this we're going to let copper. The rest of it we're going to turn dark. After this, we're going to clean it. And you know what we're going to do today? We're going to hold this up in the window where it's going to go. And guess what we're going to do today, this week, Martin? We're going to install this window. We're going to install the mermaid over in the spring cherry blossom window. We're going to install the green window that I have. We're going to put shelves up on the other windows. How's that sound? Fun or horrible? Morton, it sounds like a lot of work. Oh, Martin. Honey, you have to tell me when you can't see me doing this anymore.
No.
You can't see this part? This is the fun part. This is the icing on the cake part. This is the we're basically done part. I don't want to get my fluffy white sweater in this part. I'm probably blocking the shot. I'll use my left hand. Can you see how it's changing? The patina is changing the color for us. It's super cool. You're going to love how this looks in the window. I can tell already it's going to be fantabulous. When you're out of patina, I like to just take the patina and pour it right into the cap. It comes out blue.
Tanya's recently started using patina again on some of the...
I love patina. Patina hides any kind of soldering flaws you have too. It'll make this heart of sea glass pop out. Right back here is a heart from Scotland of sea glass that we found that I put in this piece. And the patina makes it all pop, I think. It's going to get dark eventually anyway. You might as well take it right there. And I think you get more of a contrast with the light when you have the dark against it. Is my own personal preference. But there's no right answer or wrong answer. This is a timely process right here. You realize how much solder you have put on your piece when you start to patina. And the cool thing is, because it's silver, it's easy to spot where you have and haven't gone with it. Oops. We'll turn it over as well. This piece. Get this stuff cleared off of here. Oh. I'm going to push up my sleeves. I see me doing something stupid. I'm going to push my sleeves way up. Way, 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 way up. That's better. And I can't see the comments, but Martin is reading them.
Anybody's saying anything at the moment?
Everybody's quietly watching to see them. The mermaid's going to be in the window. If you're here, you stick around for the big reveal. If you're not following, make sure you follow. We are on our way to 200. When we get to 200,000, I have 3 mermaids I'm giving away. We are so close to 200,000 followers. And it's just a milestone. It really doesn't mean anything. How many followers somebody has? Some of my favorite creators have like 500 followers. And they make the coolest content. They show the coolest things. I go follow them and I see they have 500 followers. I'm like, what is wrong with the internet? Why? Why?
Subscribed.
Thanks, Faye.
Thanks, Faye.
Faye, we're gonna blow you kisses once I don't have this stuff on my hands.
Rans, I'm so glad that I get to see Stained Glass Sunday normally working and I miss out.
Oh, I'm happy you're here. So this piece down here, I had patinaed earlier on a previous Stained Glass Sunday with copper. So I'm gonna let that piece copper. That's a copper patina. And normally now, I'm going to clean this with a rag and hold it up. But then we will take it back in, before we put it in place, I'll take it back in our bathroom sink and give it a good scrub with a scrub brush. I like to give it a scrub and I like to rough it up. And I forgot something on this window that I need, honey.
What?
Unless I put it on a shelf. My hooks to hang it. So maybe we put it on a shelf. I want a shelf there anyway. We'll put her on a shelf. This mermaid's going on a shelf. I just decided because she got to get off of my board. We're moving this. This whole situation set up is going back into the studio. Can you see this? Can you see where I am still? Get this out of the way.
Faye says the subscription stickers are hysterical.
The emotes, I gotta do more. I gotta do more of the emotes. I haven't updated them for a minute.
Actually, lets you see them before you subscribe now.
That's cool.
Yeah, you've got that one of me eating something which isn't very flattering, is it?
It's beautiful, honey. Are you looking at them now?
Yeah, you kind of make them big.
This is a mermaid that I put this mermaid together in Scotland. She's a Scottish mermaid. Right, Martin?
Very good deal.
She is a Scottish mermaid. All of my mermaids are Scottish, P.S. That's where I started making how many years ago? 22 years ago in Scotland, I started making my Scottish mermaids. So she has
There's no any offence, Faye.
She has some aged patina on her, which I love.
I didn't know you could actually look at them. Before, when you weren't subscribed, you couldn't actually look at them because obviously like me, I don't subscribe, if you see what I mean, because it's us. And so I'd never, like, I'll only see them when people post them. And but now, before you subscribe, you can actually click on one of the emotes and everybody that's not a subscriber can see what they are. Whereas before you couldn't, could only see them when someone posted them.
And babe, for the record, I showed you that picture and said, can I put this up? And you said, I don't care. I didn't ambush you with it. I think it's adorable. I'll put a picture up of me doing a pig snout if you want. My sister, when we were in Hartford, my sister said to me, "Stop making faces." She's like, "Just smile," because we were taking pictures. And I like to make faces when I take pictures.
Sheila said, "You see the cardinal now, but it won't post." That's strange.
That is weird. That was happening to Paula Ann before. You were getting things she didn't have, and vice versa, I
It's
think.
cute. That's why I posted it first. So
It is cute, and Morton was enjoying that. I think it was ribs he was having. Nothing wrong with enjoying your food. That's what we're supposed to do.
Anyway.
I forget where we were. And honey, I posted not the one that where you had the barbecue sauce all over your face. We were somewhere, and Morton, it's like he took his ribs that he had and rubbed them all over his face. Do you remember that picture, honey? Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. I love it.
Snow, I was saying you do amazing work. Have you worked with resin?
I have never worked with resin. I might do some. I have resin I bought, and I got a phobia of plastic. I got a plastic phobia. I'd like to get into some of the natural resins, like pine resins and stuff, but they're typically real hard to work with. I do have some though that I might be experimenting with some on a table that I'm getting ready to do. Yeah. I do have a phobia of plastic.
Betsy loves that. You have a great eye for design.
Thank you. We got to come up with a mermaid name for her. Now she's going to be in the full moon window. She's going to be in the tiki room, but she is Scottish. So what do you guys think her name should be? And next question, should I make a merman? I think a merman would be good in the tiki room too. What do you think, Morton? Morton, I've never made a merman. It just dawned on me.
That's a shame Zooty gave up making sourdough.
Oh. Can anybody think of a good name for a mermaid?
Shannon says Sheila.
Shannon? I used to give my mermaids all very Scottish names.
I say Snow.
I'll do a video on it, and everybody leave your comments. We'll name her the one that gets the most likes on the comments. We'll choose it very, very
Yeah.
fairly.
Ain is the Celtic goddess associated with the full moon.
Who is?
I'll be honest, I never learned Gaelic at school, so I haven't a clue how it's pronounced. It's the A with a acute on top of it. I think it's Aina it gets pronounced. But I
Right.
could be totally wrong on that. As a Scot, it's really bad. We never get taught Gaelic unless you choose to.
Okay, I gotta flip her over now.
So, Shauna, if you can help out, if you could write it phonetically, I can pronounce it correctly.
We gotta flip her
Fiona says Lucy.
to do the back. We gotta flip her to do the back. She is sturdy, I will tell you that. She's nice and sturdy. This, she won't sit as great on the back because she has shells and all.
Roxane amazing.
She all has shells and stuff on the front.
Morgana, Sheila loves.
Okay, so you see how silvery we are here. Oh, I gotta plug this back in. I gotta plug my soldering iron back in. Remember I said when we flip her, I'm gonna touch the back. I'm gonna touch the back now everywhere it needs to join. So we gotta do some more fluxing and soldering. Dang it, what time is it, honey?
10 to 12.
Oh, I'm never gonna be able to do this in 10 minutes. I gotta just stay on longer. I gotta get her done. Gotta. So if you got something to do that you gotta jump off for, the replay will be up, but I gotta get her finished. I'm just getting the patina out of there, and I'm gonna be fluxing all of these joints. This will make her even stronger. Doing the underside bits.
Snow Owl says Sheila and the man can be Balthazar. Not really a Scottish name, Balthazar.
What is that?
Don't know where it's from. It's not Scottish.
Okay, so here we go. Let's
Paul
try to
says I'm not complaining more when I touch your line.
let's try to set a record here. Let's do this. So all these little back pieces that we're touching are going to make this piece so much stronger. And the mermaid's already done. She had already been done front and back. But anywhere where I have these bubbles of solder coming up and this stuff, we got to touch them, make them stronger.
Balthazar has Hebrew origins, and it's Spanish, Portuguese, Catalan, and German,
That's
Hungarian,
cool.
and Slovak.
That's cool.
Yeah, the glass is quite expensive now, man. Zooty's saying OMG almost 10 AM and I need a power nap. Snow Owl saying from the movie Sorcerer and Apprentice.
No. Oh, yeah.
Never seen it.
Yeah, it's the Disney movie, right? The Sorcerer's Apprentice?
No, that's a different one. Sorcerer and Apprentice.
Oh. And here, look, I have copper back
Snow
here.
Owl says I like Ayla, it's Scottish. Yeah, there used to be a TV presenter in Scotland called Ayla St Clair. Arlene wants to learn how to do these.
Do it. Find a local
Priscilla's got
place.
lots of videos showing the process on YouTube.
Or find a local studio and learn. It's super fun.
Those gloves are kind of combination safety gloves that are cut protective, and they'll stop you getting burned as well, kind of. But I wouldn't hold anything hot on them too much because they're slightly rubbery to give you grip.
These little glass things, they can shatter so easy. Be careful when you work with them. I don't like working with them because of that. But I thought they would look like cute little bubbles on here. And it's not wanting to stick to my old solder. So you gotta touch that extra.
Arlene says I solder charger boards for my brother, but I haven't done a glass. Yeah, it's a different kind of solder that you use for them. That's why she uses the paint on flux, because commonly electrical solder's got a flux core. This is like solid lead in tin, 60%. I think it's 60% tin, 40% lead. Or it could be the other way around.
No,
I keep
you
getting
got it
mixed
right.
up. But it's solid metal, and you paint the flux on. Yeah, Priscilla has the jewellery solder as well. It's super expensive because it's lead free.
Oh, it's yeah.
Hazuki
It's
was
super
saying they've used the
expensive.
silver solder.
Can you see where I'm working down here? No.
Yeah, it's just moved off camera, isn't it?
In here, yeah. Over there, we'll see. There's so many joints on here to get a hold of that I'm just kind of sort of taking it one by one so I don't miss any of them. And I still probably will miss some.
That's the other reason as well that it's important to wear gloves when you're doing the stained glasses, because you're handling solder all the time, and with the lead content in it, you don't want that to be getting absorbed through your skin and your hands all day.
Oh, my back on this chair is killing me, babe.
Yeah.
It's so uncomfy.
On this
No,
cushion
no, no,
thing.
no, no. We're almost done. I just want to carry our girl to the window. You can really tell where you have and you haven't put flux. You go to touch it and it's like, nah, there's no flux there.
Tonya reached member level 22. Someone's just sent
Woo,
Artemis,
Tonya.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for all the gifts and likes, everybody. You're at nearly 8,000 likes.
Ooh, thank you. When this gets down to these little pieces, I will set this down here.
The flux is a chemical that you use to treat the copper so that it removes any oxidation and impurities on the surface of the copper, so that the lead solder will bond properly to the make a really good strong bond to the copper. It comes in different types. Priscilla likes the liquid flux. It's I think that's a low, what does it say on the bottle of that one again? It's low something.
Is it called? They call it a safety flux.
Yeah, safety flux, but it comes in gel form and paste form and the liquid. And Priscilla likes the liquid stuff to paint on.
The other stuff you gotta scrub and scrub to clean it off. This is easier cleanup on this one. Oh, did you see it splatter? That's why we wear gloves and glasses. I need more. I don't like to hold the spool. I have, my body is pretty toasted from crafts. Arts and crafts, repetitive stuff. Decades of doing things. My advice to my younger self would be take better care of your joints and your muscles and your body. This hand, my wrist has been aching so bad from chopping the mosaics that I'm so happy to be going to Florida for a couple weeks and not be tempted to do chomping with mosaics. Like right now while I'm making the little birds, every time I'm doing it, when I gotta chop, I'm using my left hand instead of my right because my right hand is so sore. In the car yesterday, I had Morton giving me a hand massage on my one hand because my right hand is just beyond belief sore. While Morton and I are in Florida, we're going to go to Epcot, aren't we, honey?
Yeah.
I'm excited. Super excited. What time is it, babe?
It's 12:03.
Oh, I'm hurrying. This window is going to be beautiful, though. I know it is. Patina came through on this side, so I gotta really rub it.
Faces, repetitive motion injuries.
Yep.
They use arnica gel to help with pain. Caddy loves Epcot and have fun. Arnica is the best, says Sheila. Or arnica cream, says Faye.
I'll have to get some.
Sheila says it's easy to make.
Oh, what's in it? What's its active ingredient? I might have some of that stuff here. I'll have to look it up. Okay. You see down here, you can just see down here.
Arnica's in it. I'm not entirely sure what that is.
Me either.
I think it's a herb or it's a plant of some kind, I think.
Okay, I think that's all of my bits back here, I think. I think it is. Okay, now I'm gonna unplug this again because we gotta unplug this thingy. As I set this up in the new studio, I'm gonna set up this setup so different, honey. So different. I'm gonna turn my fan off. Come on, fan. And now we're gonna do our final bit to this. Get that out of the way. Pour my flux away. Save that flux to be used in several weeks when we're back to the church. I won't be here next Sunday. Next Sunday, hopefully, we're in Florida. All things going well. Clean this off in the water. Wipe it off with my dirty rag. And back to the patina. And I'll give this the whole cleaning at the end. Right now, I'm trying to make all the silver disappear. That's what's happening now. All the silver is disappearing.
Brittany's going to Daytona in April for their daughter's cheer competition.
Nice. Yeah, we're going to be just south of Daytona. And I know we're going to be seeing Kathy. And I know a couple other people said they wanted to get together. That's awesome. Morton and I are always happy to do that. There's a park not far from our daughter's. It's great to just go hang out. They have a beautiful gazebo that has fans and bathrooms there to just sit and chit chat. Honey, I'm so excited to see her in the window. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I've been picturing her in the window since I started doing this. I'll hold her up where she's gonna go, where we're gonna put a shelf under her. And then I'm gonna have other things that I make coming down too. I got a star to put up in that window. I have moons because it's the blue moon window in the tiki room. So there's a whole lot of stuff going on there. I'm not going to get much patina action on that because it's already naturally patinaed because I probably did this mermaid 15, 20 years ago. 18 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, they used to do that, Tonya. I think they still do the free orange juice at the visitor centre in Florida.
They still do.
Yep. We're normally shooting straight through because it's not far to go.
But I like stopping there because their bathrooms are so clean. I love their clean bathrooms. When you're traveling, the one thing you really appreciate is a clean bathroom. I do anyway. Sorry. Get me off of the picture. So the mermaid, I'm not going to bother trying to silver her up or to patina her because she has natural patina on her. And to put this reactive patina on her, I would have to scrub and scour all the other stuff off of her. So I'm not going to do that. And if you miss a bit, it doesn't matter. Does not matter.
Yeah, White Wolf's agreeing with you about the bathrooms.
Yeah. Oh, some bathrooms. We stopped at a bathroom coming back from Connecticut. Erica went in, and the guy said to her he didn't have a bathroom. We were getting gas there, and Erica goes, or then he goes, well, it's bad. And then he goes to Erica, well, you can try. And poor Erica came out, and she's like, do you have a hand sanitizer, and can you pour it all over me? It was a horrible bathroom for employees only, I guess, and they just never cleaned it, which is sick. Ugh.
Did the girls have fun while they were there?
They did have fun. I got a, Paris has taken an English test. I got to message her and see how it's gone. They had a really good time. They gave us a beautiful card, and they gave us a parting gift. It was lovely.
That's terrible, Sheila. I think that's where she stays. Connecticut stinks, she's saying.
No, most of the bathrooms we were in Connecticut were perfect. This one was off the highway. I don't even know what we were doing off the highway like that. It's one of those ones where you get off because there's a sign, and then the gas station is really 12 miles off the highway. That's what it was. Remember, babe? We had to just keep going, and then we got on at a different exit. And
Yeah. Yeah, Florida's got Buc-ee's now as well, White Wolf. They're excellent. Their food in their bathrooms.
oh,
and everything
Buc-ee's
are
bathrooms. They have, when they're busy, they have like a hostess showing you into the bathroom, like calling out which ones are open, and they have like 100 and some that are just, there's a person in there steady cleaning the whole time. Buc-ee's, they probably have the most consistently good bathrooms.
You need to move that to the left a bit because you're right at the corner.
Thank you. We're almost done. Then I'm going to scrub it
Sheila
up.
says Vermont and New Hampshire have the best rest stops.
Do they? I want to start doing more New England because I hadn't realized Erica had never been to Connecticut before. And there's so many Connecticut or New England places she hasn't been to.
Oh, it's 40 degrees outside.
Yay!
It's supposed to be raining, but it's no on now.
Oh, honey, I'm happy. Super happy. The kiln's clicking away. The kiln is filled right now with little tinglings. Wait till you see the tinglings that are coming out of the kiln. Ooh, they are so cute. They're all Morton's little curlicues that he loves to make with the glass pool. And they look so adorable.
Sheila loves the shoreline and forest in Connecticut.
Yeah, Connecticut is so Connecticut's very diverse too. You have beautiful shore. Like Morton and I had a great time in Mystic, Connecticut. My sister has had us to some beautiful beaches there. We love it. And we just had
The lions and tigers and bears.
yeah, the bears. My sister used to have bears in her backyard all the time. Our time that we just had it was last weekend, wasn't it? That we were in Connecticut. That was one of the best times I've had as an adult. How about you, honey?
Mm-hmm.
It was this just an amazing weekend with incredible family, friends, and this surreal snow that just made the whole place feel even more magical. Oh, it was great. Okay, this is all patinaed. Now I'm going to show you how I do my cleanup. This thing here, if you keep putting it away funky like this, you're going to regret it. So take a minute, use an old cloth, clean the top off. Take a second to do that. You will be happy. Because it just kind of gets all corroded if you don't. So now here I'm going to spray. Where's my window cleaner? Here it is. I got 2 window cleaners here. I'm spoiled. I'm gonna just liberally spray this thing. Going crazy here. Going crazy.
Oh, you need more cloth.
I have more cloth here, babe. First thing I'm gonna do is, first things first, is clean this baby up. And apologize to the brush for being so bad to it, because last week, or 2 weeks ago now, I did not put it away nicely. I must have been in a hurry, or you know what probably happened? I probably thought, I'll come back and do this later. It's probably what I thought. Thanks, Brenda. So I'm going to put this back here, and I never store it like that. I lay it across the top like this. Lay it across there. Now you're going to wipe this off because we're lifting off the patina. We're lifting off the flux. We're lifting off a lot of bad stuff here. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you got your gloves on, and you want to just get all the gunky stuff off. And I like to save old paper towels for this too. But definitely, I don't like to use a rag for this. It just gets too dirty. It gets too dirty. So the first thing is just to take off all the dark stuff. And you can see that. It's very satisfying, this part. I do this before I take it into my bathroom because I really don't want to put all these chemicals down the drain, because you're talking some corrosive chemicals here. You don't want that going into your plumbing. Wiping all this down, getting that black stuff off. You will use a couple paper towels for this. By the time I take it into my bathroom sink, the water will just be clear when I go to clean this. In there, can you see it? Does it show on the camera, honey?
You're off to the left. Yeah, it's
No,
black.
I mean it shows.
Sheet paper.
Shows how dark it is.
Yeah.
And
Kitchen
clean this
towels,
all up.
really black by the time you take that
Yeah.
cleaner stuff off. That's what I was saying about wearing gloves, because it'll stay in your hands.
I don't know that it will, because I always wear gloves for this, but I take your word for that. I will take your word for that, sir. So I'm going to do it like this one time. And just come down over. You're not going to get it all the first time. You won't. But I did get most of it. I'm going to give it one more mist of my cleaner and wipe it again.
I was so excited for this piece.
I am too. This has been months now. This has been months. And I want to start making these little stained glass moss terrarium shelves that I make. You're going to love them. They're super easy and fun. And I want to put them back in the studio. Hello, Alex. How are you? Cleaning up the mermaid. I'm just going to do this. So I really want to get the patina is what I'm going for just here. That patina.
Mimi's sending apartments.
Thank you.
Well, the 1870 team has completed the second stage of Team Crescent and Unlocked Power.
Well,
All members can now send it to celebrate.
Thanks, 1870 team. You're amazing. when we move the stained glass deal back into the studio, I'm going to get you a really good camera angle back there and way better lighting. You're going to be happy.
Paula says she's going to be gorgeous in the window, so excited.
I can't wait. She just belongs there. She's been kicking around with us. She's been traveling the world with us. She's ready to go home. She's ready to find a home in the window. You can feel usually on the second go around, you do get most of it up. Okay, let's turn her over now. And when you pick up a piece like this, she's really sturdy, but you still do have to practice some care because it's a peekaboo piece. So it's not as strong as a window would be, but it is plenty strong. Honey, can you set your phone down now, and can you come grab my phone, because this is going to be a horrible angle for everybody. If you grabbed my phone, just unplug it. Use two hands. Is your phone down? No, hold it and squeeze it and stand back so they can see her, please. Thank you. Because she's up now, I won't get my backside dirty.
I don't know if that was a question or an answer, child of God. Copper foil, it's Tiffany style stained glass. It's soldered together using copper foil.
I'm just letting that run down. Letting it run down onto my board. I will scrub and clean my board off then.
Lovely says Faye. Brooke says beautiful. Child of God says I do stained glass too.
That's cool.
Oh, beautiful.
And I will take her in and wash her in the sink. But for right now, I just want to get the patina off.
Thanks, child of God, and thanks, Mimi Peck. They're saying gorgeous and looks nice.
I'll give her final scrub back in the sink. And down here, I'll use these rags once I get the stuff off to clean up the stuff that I have on my board.
Thanks for the heart puffs. We didn't get any snow today. It's actually been raining and everything's melting.
Yes, I'm excited.
She's going in the window in the tiki room. Oh, sorry to hear that. I hope you're okay. Child of God fell on the ice yesterday. I was out with a bonbon yesterday and it was like a sheet of glass almost slipped over. Oh no, it was the day before. I'd been out in the afternoon getting firewood and I had my work boots on and I was fine. And I took her out a walk at night with my training shoes on and almost slipped on my backside.
That's not good.
I hope that was the ice you broke, child of God. Oh, Paula Ann put up loads of frosty, crazy slippery this year. I hope you're okay and it was ice you broke and not a leg or anything. If you did, get well soon.
hard to balance. She's hard to balance and clean.
Paula Ann's emojis changed overnight. What happened?
I don't know. TikToks, well, I didn't change them, so it wasn't me. A lot of this has to just be scrubbed off.
Child of God's got the foot rested. Oh, that's good. Take it easy and get well soon.
I always scrub my board then with this to try to pick up anything else. I'm gonna save all my polishing skills. for
Colette
once I do
says,
the
so what's
wash.
next?
Next I'm gonna be making mossy wall shelf terrariums. I don't know what I call them. This is gonna be beautiful when she's washed. She's dirty right now. Honey,
What?
you gotta back up so I can stand up. I'm not on a chair that rolls. No. Wait, I gotta lay her down. I don't wanna break me. Better. Ziggy, turn on Tiki Room.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. After I hold her up, I'm going to take her right down and clean her so she's done and dusted.
Child of God's got a 5-gallon jug. They put one in. That would need to be a big monster Rubbermaid you would use for that.
Yeah. She's over 2 feet across.
What?
She's over 2 feet across.
Mhm.
So she's going to go. This is perfect. Oh, I'm not going to set her up in there till she's clean. Oh my gosh, she's going to be so perfect. She's going to go up there. And that's as good as it gets. Because my arm, babe, what are you pointing at? My arm, my shoulder, I should say, I can't take it.
That's beautiful,
I
they're
gotta
saying.
clean her. More to come. Honey, if you want, do you want to just
Pam
talk
says
to people for a minute?
extraordinary. That's
Oh,
weird,
sure.
Sheila. So beautiful and it's exciting. Oh, stop it.
Think of where you're pointing at to,
It was pointing at the window. It's so beautiful and so exciting got blocked. We saw her, said Sheila got blocked as well. It's really weird what TikTok will block.
Oh, the toilet's running. Honey, you gotta fix that. Gotta run that water bill up. Sure boy. I'm just gonna let my gloves dry out. Oh, put on a little bit warm water for me, can you? It's so cold.
You can use the spray gun as well.
I know. Watch what you say on here, babe.
A bread tie to fix the toilet. Yeah, it's the handle keeps coming apart at the back. The arm slides off the front handle. I think I need to put some super glue on it.
This is still ice cold.
No, the warm water's on half. We'll turn the cold
Stick your
water
fingers
off.
in. No, honey, if it's pure hot, the glass will crack. Okay. Are we out of hot water?
No.
There it goes.
Great job, you've done live for 90 minutes.
Turn it colder, a little colder. I want it warm.
It's warm. Don't drop it, tell the gods saying.
I'm just scrubbing every bit just now.
Do you want a larger sponge?
So many bits and pieces to this one. This is harder to clean than a regular window because all the different layers too.
The girls went to New York yesterday. They're going home. They're in New York a few days and then home.
Then London.
Yeah.
Then home. Get it right. Get it right, Martin.
What?
They're going New York, London, then home. Babe, if you say it wrong, I promise you there are people who are going to correct it. Not just me.
Brooke just subscribed.
Thanks, Brooke. It's weird. It's getting the temperature right in the car.
Pam's saying, are you having pain, Priscilla?
My shoulder. My shoulder is so sore. I've been doing too much nipping. Nipping Martin's head. That means, nipping your head means like snarking at him. Which I haven't really been snarking at him. I was just trying to be funny.
Can you make an African grey parrot?
I can make anything, but I got too much stuff here to make. Stained glass is very time consuming, and you should make it yourself. You could make it 100%. I have so many windows here still to complete.
Kate just subscribed to it. Never showed that one, Kate. Thank you.
Thanks.
That's
I'm
weird.
gonna have to blow every kisses. Who now? Faye, Brooke, and Kate.
Yeah.
Triple kisses. Triple kisses.
That's Pretty Says Bandit. Therese says she's beautiful. Love the mermaid. Kate just did it. I don't know why it didn't show, Kate. Sorry about that.
TikTok's weird.
Is that our Brooke, says Pam?
It's not our Brooke. Our Brooke does not do social media. Hey Pam, I don't think you heard. Bobby got accepted to the chateau and he's going in the fall. He applied while I was there. So I'm super hopeful for, I think Tanya and Sheila applied for sure. I like to really, really rinse and clean these. It takes, I don't like to waste water.
Thanks for the roses.
I always feel like I'm wasting water when I do this. But you gotta really clean them off.
It's Bobby's Paper Crafts, Pam.
he's going to be painting while he's there. I'm excited.
Oh, that's a message that never came through. That's weird.
What was that?
Child of God, so sorry for the loss of your parrot. That's why they were asking about the African grey thing.
Why are we not seeing it?
I don't know.
It is really weird. I'm super sorry. And if I had endless time, I would definitely make a
Paper crafts, Pam.
But my time is, oh my gosh, my time's super short. And doing stained glass is just so time consuming. Honey, hand me the brown towel hanging up there, not my hedgehog. They're on the head. Yep. Oh,
You mean the green one?
green, brown.
Do you want it on the top of the washer?
Yeah. Oh, she looked pretty in here.
Yeah.
She looked pretty in here. This has to be clean now, this towel. Oh, the water glass looks so pretty clean. I love it. Usually now I would just let her, I'm gonna just do that now. I just let her stand. I'm gonna if you move that basket, I'm gonna stand her on the floor so she can drip dry. Stand her here to drip dry. Perfect. Take my gloves off to dry. They're clean.
If you put them on the radiator in the front.
They'll dry there. Let me wash these hands. Tidy up this thing. So you got the full force of...
Yeah, the trees are like plaster on the wall.
I'm gonna do a
texture.
more 3D. You got the full bit of stained glass sundae. She will stay there and dry, and I will show you one of her sisters. Oh my gosh, you had your birdie for 59 years. Oh my goodness. There's a little mermaid there as well. You're fussy about shower curtains. The mermaid shower curtain. Oh, I'm so happy you love her. I'm so happy. We're going to, where'd you go, babe? We just walked out to look out the window. We're going to jump off. I haven't eaten lunch yet. And we're going to eat lunch, but we're going to come back on because we have things we're going to be experimenting with in the kitchen. Yes, Morton?
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching. Have a beautiful rest of the day. We will be back on live again in the kitchen, and Morton may or may not pull glass.
Yeah.
The day is getting away from us.
Like, what time is it now? 1 o'clock.
Everybody have a beautiful, beautiful day, and we will talk with you soon. Bye. Oh, wait. Ziggy, turn on Hall. Bubbles. Bubbles. May your day be filled with bubbles. See you soon. Bye for now.